I give you no consent to be searching in my vehicle.
Okay. Well, she said go ahead and smash the window out, so...
Who said that?
She did.
I don't believe it.
Welcome back to the Van Ballion channel, guys. Today we head to New York State, where a sovereign citizen gets pulled over for no registration. He attempts the usual script, but these New York State police officers don't really fancy debating pseudo-law at the side of the road, and rightly so. And they give him two choices: step out of the vehicle or lose the car window. Right, let's get into the video.
What's your name and badge number?
Trooper Fail, State Police, Shield 1678. Do you have your driver's license on you, sir?
I'm not giving you anything. I want to speak to your sergeant, and I want to know why you pulled me over.
Because you don't have a registration on the vehicle, sir.
There's our Constitution right.
Okay.
Okay, nothing. You need to get a hold of a sergeant right now.
Okay.
Right now.
I need your driver's license first.
I want to speak to your sergeant immediately. You are violating my constitutional rights right now. You need to get a hold of your sergeant before you make a big mistake, buddy.
The only person making a mistake here is you, by first driving without plates and then by asking people like freedom from government and here's the deal for help.
What's your first name, sir?
I want to speak to your sergeant, and I'm not saying nothing else. I want to speak to your sergeant.
I don't know why you're yelling.
Because you didn't hear me the first time. Then why aren't you calling your sergeant? I have nothing to say to you. Don't ask me questions. You work for us, buddy. You need to learn it.
Okay.
And I'm going to come after you, believe it.
Okay.
That's not a threat. I mean, legally, I'm coming after you.
Okay.
You need to learn your lesson.
Threatening to go after a cop for simply enforcing the law sure sounds like a threat to me. Not a clever move, really, because we all know how those lawsuits end, though nobody ever accused a softsit of being smart. And I predict that demand for a supervisor, which is done purely to emasculate the officer, is going to backfire spectacularly.
Is there a reason why we don't have our seatbelt on?
Yeah, I just took it off. Stop asking me questions.
You have your license on you.
You need to get a hold of your sergeant right now and get him here.
I'll be right with you, sir, alright?
I give you no consent to be searching in my vehicle.
That's fine.
Now, why am I not surprised that he thinks this is a violation of his Fourth Amendment rights? If that was the case, then the act of simply walking down the street admiring cars could get you into a huge lawsuit. So this is yet another example of how misinformed sovereign citizens are when it comes to the law and their rights. So I guess we're just waiting for the supervisor to arrive now, probably for the best. This cop does not know who or what he is dealing with here, especially because this guy has already made threats.
If your sergeant don't know what's up, then she's going to have to get her higher up also here.
Okay. We'll get it figured out when she gets here, okay?
Absolutely.
I like how he already wants another supervisor before the one he knows even turns up. Likely because they've met previously and he knows that she will not be agreeing to any of his BS.
You just fucked up, buddy. I know, Bubba. I know. You know, you're the third cop that's pulled me over.
I'm the third one?
Yep.
In how long? Ever?
In the last year.
Last year? Where was the other times?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Was it in this truck?
Absolutely. I don't know why you guys don't just...
Let me take a wild guess here. Did any of those traffic stops begin the moment you started driving around without plates by any chance?
What did you say you were gonna What did you say that you were gonna Hold on, man. I've worked a long.
That's fine.
Hold on.
Get your thoughts together.
What'd you say you're gonna serve and protect, man?
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
What did you say that you were gonna serve and protect?
What did I say I was going to serve and protect? Well, I took an oath for the state of New York, so just doing my job enforcing the V&T.
It's not enforcing your job, bro.
Well, unfortunately for you, enforcing 401-1A is his job, and no amount of magic words and incantations will change that. Oh, and for anyone unfamiliar with what a V&T law is, because I wasn't sure, and no, it's not a law related to alcohol, it's a New York law that prohibits drivers, because yes, that's what you are because you're in the driver's seat, from operating an unregistered motor vehicle on the state's roads. Anyway, backup has finally arrived, and it's not good news.
Is this her?
Nope, it's my partner. Right with you, sir.
There is now another one on the scene. They're back there. He's got his gloves on. He's already coming up. This guy's already coming up all crazy. Look at him.
First of all, it's always a good sign when the gloves go on. You just know it's not going to be one of those long, drawn-out stops where the driver and cop go around in circles for 20 minutes. Secondly, I would leave that window down unless you want to lose it. And finally, if you think a cop walking up to a car saying, "How's it going, man?" then you've got a serious persecution complex.
How's it going, man? True Fair State Police, how are you?
Good, how are you?
You have ID on you, dude?
Really, bro? We just went through this with him.
I wasn't here, so I didn't hear.
Well, you just talked to him.
Yeah, he said
You can go back there and talk to him. He'll tell you everything I already answered, buddy.
You don't want to provide ID?
I didn't say that.
Okay, so will you provide ID then?
You're asking, right?
Yes.
No.
Okay. But you have to provide it on a vehicle stop, okay?
This isn't a vehicle stop.
Okay. Are you just traveling?
Absolutely.
Okay.
This is considered house goods at this moment. And I'm not traveling under commerce, which my plate clearly states that, and you guys are violating my constitutional rights.
I love the way that cop said, "Are you just travelling?" Like that's all he needed to hear before making the decision to remove his car window. Unless, of course, this guy goes from brave to baby in just 2 seconds flat when that glass breaker comes out.
We don't want to break your window, but we will.
Where's the sergeant?
She's on her way.
Okay. I never said I was disobeying anything.
Okay, but if you don't provide ID, then
I'm asking for your sergeant. When your sergeant gets here, I'm going to speak to her, just like he said, and he said she's on her way. You ain't going to just violate my rights.
okay. Well, she said go ahead and smash the window out, so
Who said that?
she did.
I don't believe it.
Well, you know, whether she said it or not, and I'm leaning more towards her saying it because it seems like you two know each other, it sounds like you will be losing that window if you refuse to identify or step out anyway.
She's on her way.
Okay. So why would you smash your window out if she's on her way to talk to me?
Can't sit here for
You're a liar.
okay.
You need to leave. Get out of my window, bro. I don't want to talk to you no more. You're a liar. You just lied to me right to my face, like I'm stupid.
He really doesn't need to lie to make you look stupid. You're doing just fine in that department.
Look, we don't want to do it. She's on her way.
Good. When she gets here, I'm going to speak to her.
You gotta have you step out of the vehicle, though.
No, I'm not getting out of nothing. So you could fondle me? No, I'm not getting out of the car. I need to speak to your sergeant. You're not going to just violate my rights.
When she gets here, but we gotta.
No, I'm not getting out of his car until your sergeant gets here. Exactly. You think I'm stupid? All right. Wait, hold on. You really going to break it?
Yeah, we're not fooling around here.
Okay.
We're trying to be reasonable.
No problem. Okay.
How to go from brave to baby in 2 seconds flat. I guess they weren't bluffing about being given the go-ahead to bust out your window after all. Right, so I'm guessing he was arrested, or at the very least copped a bunch of charges, because surprise surprise, he now needs a lawyer. He also tagged all the usual suspects, you know, the very channels that promote the activities for which he was most likely arrested. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, then please leave me a like, share the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you also to my channel members and patrons for your continued support. I really do appreciate it. Right, take care all, and I will catch up with you in the next video.
No problem. Okay.